What is up? Eric, Satisfied Incorporated, working on this BMW 528 E12, and today I wanted to give you just my thoughts on interior and seating in these classic BMWs. So what I feel like is one of the biggest problems when you're building one of these cars is that you gotta figure out the interior. So the interior can go a couple ways. If you want to go through it, you can have somebody reupholster everything, which I think would be one of the best ways to do it. But the problem is, I don't know how it works in the rest of the world, but I can't find people to do work for me. And I don't do interiors, so finding somebody to do an interior complete is difficult. I would want them to do the job right, which is even more difficult. And then you're gonna have to pay for it. I don't know what a complete interior is gonna cost. It's gonna cost thousands of dollars though, which is fine, you know. If it's done right, I think it's worth it. But I think the interiors are one of the biggest problems because it's hard to find a good interior that's 40 years old. So the way I've learned to work with the interiors on these is I look for all black. The reason I look for all black is because I can replace the front seats, which are often the most damaged, with a new black front seat. So what I do is I look for black interior, black door cards, a black back seat, and then I'm pretty much home free. The black back seat can be a challenge though also, because you're dealing with the same things. Even if they don't get as much wear and tear as the front seats, you're often looking at sun damage. You know, maybe you are looking at wear and tear. You're looking at a lot of problems. So finding a good back seat can be a challenge. So this car is not really different. In fact, the E12 is kind of hard because they're hard to find parts for. But I was clued in from a local guy when I was searching Facebook for a back seat. He said, hey, I heard that the E28 guys are using E34 rear seats. I happen to have a really nice E34 rear black back seat that you could try. So I looked it up on my E28 and it looked like the guy had accomplished getting E34 back seat into the E12. So give it a shot. So I was actually gonna make you guys a video. I was gonna try to do like a how-to of how to put an E34 seat in the back of these cars. And I made like 5 different videos, and it was kind of like, cut here, okay, cut here, cut here. And it just got repetitive and it was super sloppy. And I think there's a lot of information that didn't really work out because I had to tell you to cut multiple times because I didn't know what I was doing. I've never done these seats. So anyway, I've got the back E34 seat into the E12 now. And it's good enough to show you guys. I still have to figure out how to mount it, which is, I think I'm just gonna weld some bolts in where the E34 seats go. So it shouldn't be a big deal. But I wanted to get to a point where I knew it was gonna go in before I showed you guys, and that's kind of where I'm at. So let's take a look. So if you look, I mean, they're super nice seats. They've got the fold down back armrest. I don't think I can zoom out any further. Sorry. Oh yeah, I can. There you go. So they're really nice. The leather is really good. It's not like the older leather, so it works out pretty good. I like that. Let me show you. This is the armrest that is typical. I don't have the back piece. This piece just velcros on up there because it's got a, so it goes a little bit like that. But the E34s can have a ski pass through, and so that's what that's actually for. So if you wanted to really tear up your E12, you could cut out the back seat too, and you could have a ski pass through or do whatever you want, I guess. But there is the E34 seats. So I had to kind of give you a real quick what's up with these. I had to really trim this down. Like, this is a ton of material taken out of here, and then this just barely clears it. It like pushes like that much on the door rest, which isn't a big deal to me. So they actually turned out okay. There's some stuff in the back that I got to figure out. I don't think you can see that. But there's some holes. Some holes in the between the parcel board and the seat. So I've got to fill those in with something. So I got those and I got the mounting to do. But all in all, I think it looks pretty good. And it's another option for a back seat for us E12 guys, because I think an E34 seat is going to be a little bit more available than an E12. So I think that looks good. And then the other part that I like about these is you can tell it's like, you know, it's a different kind of not so shiny leather. So I've got my front seats. These are the Corbeau GTS2 seats. So they look very similar to a sports seat. And I actually think they're more comfortable. But another couple reasons I really like these seats is, well, they're new and they're cheaper than a sports seat. And they also have lumbar, adjustable lumbar. You can get those. But one of my favorite parts of these seats is that you can get them heated. So I love my heated seats. All my cars have these GTS seats. They're all heated, and that it's an awesome seat, and it obviously looks just like a sports seat, so it looks original. So if you guys want to get into these GTS seats, you just let me know. I'm a dealer for Corbeau, and I can get you the seat brackets and I can get you the seats. You get a super good deal on these, and I'll show you how good they're going to look. If I had more time, I'd go out and show you like my E24 or E23. Like I say, all my cars have these because I love them so much. I think these are more comfortable than the sports seat. I have the sports seats in my E30, and I've contemplated taking those out because they're in awesome shape and replacing them with these. So yeah, I'll show you. I'm pretty excited to get these seats in. So GTS2 Corbeau seats, and then they're going to mix in with these E34 seats, and this is going to look killer. It looks super good. So anyway, that's my theory on seats. I do all black because I can get new front seats all day. And so all I do is look for black interior, back seat, and door cards. But like I said, the back seat can be a challenge. So I guess my point is I don't do like red interior. I don't do blue interior and like tan interior because I just can't find front seats. And I think if you're not going to do that, you could get somebody to reupholster them for you, or there's what is the seat company, like LS Seat, I forget what it's called, but you can do your own too. So those are options. I guess I just like it because it's cheap. That E34 rear seat was like 125 bucks, and then the GTS seats are cheaper than sports seats. So it's cost, but it's also comfort, but it's also heated seats, and it's also like the coolness factor. I like having different things. I like having different things in cars, so I like modifying it to make it better. So it's teach their own, and I'd understand why you went either way with that. So anyway, I hope this video made sense, and I hope maybe it helps a couple people. Or if you don't like it and you think it's nonsense, let me know too. Thanks for watching.